It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway for Wild Card Weekend. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. To the air now on 1st and 10. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. To throw here on 1st down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Trying again following the sack. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Gets this one to Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. They'll run, ETN. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. One more time with Etienne. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And they steal it back on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Pass play now. He's on the move. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers 7-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Connection made. Travis Etienne.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
Here he is on 3rd and long. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Day's kick is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Kittle brings it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit, starting with 1st and 10. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
3rd down from the gun. Looking slant route complete.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
It's a punt coming from the Niners on 4th down, and Mitch Wisnowski out to boot it away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. First and 10, looking to throw. That's taken in by Etienne. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Renardo Green with that tackle.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. We're at a premium in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running this one left. Continuing to dig. He's inside the 25. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. From the red zone now. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Working quickly here. On 2nd down, it's Etienne. take this in for the score. The Cowboys make it a 16-point ball game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Simple dive up the middle. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pass play coming here. Hits him on the out route. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he gets this forward to the 19. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down from the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now looking to throw. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Slot man motioned over. They'll try and punch it in. Gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers chop some of the lead off before the half. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Throwing now on first down. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
You know, Kurt, you often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Pass play on first and 10. This one's to Andrews out right. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Man in motion out of the slot. On 2nd and 9. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense up to the line fast. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 31. Buys time. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Setting up a throw. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
ETN again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. They go right back to ETN. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now we give to ETN running right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Return starts at the 3. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. They go play action on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Cut out left. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He'll throw it yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 34. He sends this one to the end zone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. And that brings up 2nd and 7. Counter give to ETN. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
ETN on 3rd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 4 yards does get him back to even, partner, but they're left with 3rd and 10 now.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now a give on the counter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down. Dropping back to throw. Oh, tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying it right side with Etienne. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running it here with Etienne. Down the sideline inside the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. They'll run the counter. And he's brought down for a loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They give it to him again. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. He's dropping back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Here's a give on 1st and goal. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is picked up by the 49ers.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So second down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Brought in by Ayuk. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a 49er first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate.
Shut the fuck up, you goddamn spick. Go back to Mexico, motherfucker. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Yeah, I ain't racist as fuck. I'm American, motherfucker. Suck my motherfucker. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? You call me a midget, motherfucker. Yeah, short little dick. Yeah. I guarantee it's not, motherfucker. Guarantee it's not. But bet. Yep. And I got the same dick size as you, so shut the fuck up. What's your dick size? My point. What the? Yeah, not from me. Actually, I am. Watch your mouth. Right. Okay. Watch your mouth.
Down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time.
I think I am third. Fuck. How old are you? 6? You don't know me, motherfucker. You don't know me. You don't know me.
They are
I'm telling you right now, you do not know me.
Escapes the pocket.
I guarantee I have, but alright.
8 seconds left now. This one misses the tight end.
Fuck you. Suck my dick,
So they're
bitch.
left facing 3rd and long.
That's what you cry.
He's going to throw this one. Need this to force overtime. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
This undoubtedly
He's still over
the
here
final
fucking.
snap
Don't
of
want
what's
to shut the
already
fuck
an
up.
exciting
Classical nigga.
contest.
Classical. Know how to shut the fuck up.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Flush down out to his left.
Yep.
And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close.
Might be.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card.